Before emperors ruled the world, before marble cities touched the sky, there was only wilderness, myth, and a legend born beside a river. A legend of two brothers, Romulus and Remus, raised by a she-wolf in the wild, nurtured not by civilization but by the raw force of nature itself. This was the beginning of Rome, but destiny is rarely peaceful, and ambition soon turned brother against brother. What began as a shared dream of power became a deadly rivalry. In a moment that would echo through history, Romulus killed Remus and claimed the city as his own. From blood and betrayal, Rome was born, not just as a city, but as a symbol of strength, ambition, and the price of power. In its earliest days, Rome was small and vulnerable, surrounded by hostile tribes, uncertain alliances, and constant danger lurking beyond its walls. Yet its people were resilient. They forged their identity through discipline, warfare, and unity. Every battle fought, every hardship endured, strengthened their resolve. What began as a fragile settlement would soon grow into something far greater than anyone could have imagined. In 509 BCE, Rome took its first great leap. It overthrew its last king and created a new system, the Republic. Power was placed in the hands of elected officials and the Senate, but equality was an illusion. Beneath the surface, tension simmered between the ruling elite and the common people. The wealthy controlled politics, while ordinary citizens, the plebeians, struggled for representation, rights, and justice. Through conflict, protest, and reform, Rome slowly reshaped its identity, learning that power must be balanced to survive. As Rome stabilized, it expanded, first across Italy, then beyond its borders. Its armies became disciplined machines, unmatched in strategy and endurance. Its greatest challenge came in the Punic Wars against Carthage, a powerful rival across the sea. These wars were brutal and relentless. Armies clashed on distant shores, fleets battled for control of the seas, and war elephants thundered across battlefields, striking fear into Roman ranks. Yet Rome adapted. It learned from defeat, rebuilt stronger, and refused to surrender. In the end, Rome emerged victorious, its dominance over the Mediterranean secured. But as Rome grew stronger, so did the ambitions of the men who led it. Then came a man who would change everything, Julius Caesar. A brilliant general and master strategist, he conquered vast lands and won the unwavering loyalty of his soldiers. To many, he was a hero. To others, a threat to the Republic itself. In 49 BCE, he made a decision that would forever alter Rome's fate. He crossed the Rubicon River, an act of defiance that ignited civil war. Rome was no longer fighting external enemies, it was tearing itself apart from within. Victorious, Caesar rose to absolute power and declared himself dictator for life. But such power came at a cost. The Senate, fearing the end of the Republic, conspired against him. In 44 BCE, their fear turned to violence. A group of conspirators, including his trusted ally Brutus, struck him down. Caesar fell beneath their blades, and with him, the fragile balance of Rome collapsed. Chaos consumed the Republic. From the ashes of civil war rose a new leader, Octavian, Caesar's adopted heir. Young, calculating, and patient, he outmaneuvered his rivals one by one, consolidating power with precision. In 27 BCE, he became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. Though he claimed to restore the Republic, the truth was undeniable. Rome had entered a new age. Under Augustus began a golden era known as the Pax Romana. For nearly 2 centuries, Rome experienced unprecedented peace, stability, and prosperity. Roads stretched across continents connecting distant lands. Trade flourished. Ideas spread. Cultures blended. Great cities rose with aqueducts that carried water for miles, temples that honored the gods, and arenas that echoed with the roar of the crowd. Rome had become the center of the known world, a beacon of power and civilization. But Rome's true strength was not just in conquest, it was in its ideas. Its systems of law, governance, engineering, and culture shaped the foundations of societies far beyond its borders. Even as the empire would one day fall, its influence would endure, woven into the fabric of future civilizations. Empires would rise and fall, but Rome would never truly disappear. Even today, its legacy lives on. In governments, in architecture, in language, and in the very idea of what a civilization can become. From myth to empire, Rome's rise is a story of ambition, sacrifice, conflict, and transformation. A story born from legend, forged in blood, and remembered across time. A story that changed the course of history forever.